Hello, hello, hello. I am excited to welcome you to the conversation with Stevie. I am Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills, and this is the place where we uncover the why behind what people do. And we are in the midst of the She Soars visual campaign, and we are with the She Soars celebrity, Miss Brenda. Hello, how are you?
I am great, Stevie. I'm great. Thank you for having me on.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Listen, I didn't even introduce myself because I get excited about speaking to this wealth of wisdom.
Sometimes I do too.
So let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Stevie, and I love helping my clients to use their expertise and experience to increase their income online so that they can live a life they love. And now, Miss Brenda, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
I am Brenda Sawyer. I'm an educator, a retired educator at that, mentoring strategist, an inspirational speaker, and international best-selling author. I'm also the founder and CEO of Girls Walking with Integrity, Empowering for Destiny, where I mentor and equip Christian women between the ages of 45 and 65 who may have been abused in some way. So I help them with strategies to move from pain to purpose, by encouraging, empowering, and transforming their lives through biblical principles and teaching while leaving an indelible legacy for posterity and confidence. I'm also the founder of God Wants to Get the Glory from Your Story, where I host a series of ongoing one-on-one interviews so that you can share your story in a safe place to give God the glory for all the miracles, signs, and wonders in your life. And I can't forget about my Testimony Tuesday on Clubhouse every Tuesday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard, where you can also share your testimony in a very safe place.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm going to ask you a question because you unapologetically proclaim how young you are. I think it's amazing, specifically after you did all that. And so it's all that you do. So how young are you?
I am 74 years young, and I do say years young because that's how I feel. I don't feel, people say when you get a certain age, I go like, well, do you feel 74? How do you feel? Like when somebody gets married, how's married life? It just feels like it is because, I feel that I'm growing. I'm continuing to grow. I'm never going to arrive, never, because I'm always going to be a lifelong learner. So that's where I stand. I have to say unapologetically for everything I say and do because I know that God gets the glory in my life. So I stand here before you here. I'm 74. I'm retired. Life is good. What else? What else? You have the best of both worlds. So I'm good. I'm grateful. I'm blessed. And I'm always saying that. Someone had the nerve to ask me, why do you say you're blessed? I'm like, because I am. What am I going to tell you? I'm not blessed, but no, because I am blessed. And I thank God for that. Yeah.
That's awesome. I think it's very important to share how young you are because a lot of times people who have lived on this planet for less years will stop themselves. And so when I see the vibrancy of, my dad was in his 70s, my mom is soon to be, you're 70 is the new 20. I can't live in life. I think it's amazing.
I think it's, I say it's the new 50s, but, it is how you feel. And you know what? Basically, it's a mindset. Your age is just a number, as they say. It's a cliche, but your age is a number, and it is a mindset. I can say this because I've always, when I was younger, I wasn't afraid of wrinkles, but oh my God, I had this older teacher who, I don't know how old she was, but she really looked very old, and she was really kind of mean too. But, and every time she came near me, I'd move away because I said, oh my God, this lady's going to give me wrinkles. If I have to look like that when I get her age, I don't want to do that. But I know wrinkles come with it, and I'm not trying to be facetious or making fun, but it's I just was appalled, she was just so wrinkled up and she was mean at the same time. And I was like, wow, I don't want her getting next to me. She checked my paper, I'd move away from her, and that was just me as a child. I mean, come on, as a child, but and so I basically, age is a number, and age is a mindset, and you have to, keep your mind going. And the Bible says, if you keep your mind stayed on Christ, that He will keep you in perfect peace. So I just try to keep my mind occupied. I, do everything that I can, and I don't believe types with everything that the world tells me I need to do at a certain age, because I think I probably should have fallen down the stairs about 10 times already, and and I probably should be wearing bifocals and probably should be walking with a stick. But anyway, because somebody asked me, why aren't you walking with a stick? And I was only 70 then, so I'm like, So the world tells you a lot of different things that you don't have to believe. It is a mindset. You keep your mind occupied. You keep, good thoughts. Try to be. I always say I want to be the change that I want to see in the world. So that's what I want to do. Be the change that I want to see. If I want to see change, I've got to make it happen and be the change that I want to see.
Wow. That's a lot, because I did try to tell people about these bifocals. You're right. You're right about that. They start that in your 40s, 30s. So I want to ask you, why did you say yes? And thank you so much for saying yes and to partnering with me and investing through me, investing yourself through me. Why did you say yes for the She Soars visual campaign?
Oh, I just thought it would be a good what could be a good promotion for me and what I'm doing, the things that I'm doing, and I like working with you. So, it had been a while when I wasn't working with you for a while, but I've been working with a lot of other people, and everybody's like, oh, you got to do this, you got to. So you got to, how should I say, kind of expel all the voices that you hear. So you need to hear one voice that you're going to work with that person, and I just thought it would be a good exposure for me and what I'm doing. So that's why I decided. And plus, I like working with you because you have a great personality, and we go back to the bridge. So I mean, that's
yes, ma'am.
A
yes,
flyer,
I love
a flyer and a link. A flyer and a link.
You're right.
Love it.
The simplicity of it all. So thank you. I want to just turn the microphone over to you. I'm going to be quiet and ask you the fill-in-the-blank question. It goes like this. Dr. Stevie, we cannot leave the conversation today without everyone knowing. And please just tell us this wisdom that you have about what we should know before we leave today.
Well, that you need to know that we're here for a reason and for a season. We're not here for the duration of our lives, and we have to thank God every day that He allows us to wake up to see another day. And I'm thinking like, my gosh, I'm not complaining, God, but I'm still here. It's like, wow, you must have more for me to do. What? I don't always know, but I'll walk in, what you're asking me to do. But I want them to know that when you're putting your faith and your trust, your faith without works is dead. We know that. So we have to really put some action behind our faith, and that's what's very important, to put that action behind the faith. Because you can say, oh, I have faith. But if you're not putting action behind it, then your faith, it's no good. It's like worthless. So I want them to know that, you need to have faith in God, and you also need to have a passion. The passion that I have is people. The passion I have is people. I love to, well, as I said, I'm a retired educator, and I love to impart knowledge. It's just like, just gives me a joy, or a high that I can just impart knowledge to people, and just things that I don't know, I can just impart that to someone else and say, did you know such a... No, I didn't know that. And you would think that some of them would know because they're probably younger than I am. I thought you knew that. But no. But you know what? We learn from each other, because even when I was teaching I always tell the students, even if Miss Sawyer doesn't know because I'm your teacher, it doesn't mean that I can't learn from you and that we can't learn together. So that's what, and that comes from humility, too. You need to be humble enough to come down to that level to say, hey, no, you're not the sharpest pencil. You're not the brightest color in the crayon box. You can make mistakes because we're fallible. So I'm forever going to be learning, a lifelong learner, and I think that you really need to follow your passion. So if you're on a job, or if you really would like to work for yourself and have your own businesses, but if you are on a job and you don't like what you do, then that's a bad start there, because you need to have the passion that you need in order to not just survive on your job, but you need to thrive. You need to thrive in life, not just to survive, but to thrive. So you want to be able to have that passion doing it. Love what you're doing. And then understand that you're doing all of your work unto God. It's not about religion; it's about relationships. I'm not turning it into a sermon or anything, but you do need to focus on God, but have that passion and understand that you're doing it. As a servant leader, I call myself a servant leader. So we all have to be servant leaders to know how to serve. And the only way you're going to know how to serve is if you're a good follower. So if you're a good follower, then you should be able to be a good leader. But have that passion and have that faith that you need to carry you throughout your life, because tomorrow is never going to be promised to us. We don't know. So, enjoy what you have. Don't try to grab what someone else has, because you don't know how he got it. And be happy with what you have. Be happy, and be happy for other people. I mean, really, when somebody may say, well, I'm really happy for you, but are you really and truly happy for that person because something good happened to them? Truly be happy deep down inside, like it just happened to you, So that's what I would say, somebody just be joyous for other people as well. Spread the joy, spread the love. We're supposed to love our neighbors as ourselves, so it's not always easy to do. And remember, your neighbors are not just your next-door neighbors. They are the neighbors wherever you go. If you're in Africa, wherever they are, they are your neighbors. Anyone you meet on the street are supposed to be your neighbors. So do that. Spread the joy, spread the love, hey, and keep it moving. So that's how I'm living my life, and I'm learning, and I'm hopefully I'm getting wiser as I get older, because you should. I think we should be getting wiser as we get older. Hopefully we are, but I don't want to sit back and be a deadbeat and just twiddle my thumbs and like, what am I going to do after I retire? There is always something for you to do. You have something in your hand, use it, and get it out there. Do what you have to do. Just don't sit back, have a pity party, feel sorry for yourself. I mean, what am I going to do? I don't know. And I have to get rid of the negativity too. I don't even talk to people like that. If I can't help you, I will. Now, if I can help you, I will. But if I see that you're not gravitating to the help that I'm giving you, I can't. It's a no-win for me, because I will be imparting the knowledge. I will be telling you, and if you're not going to take advice, or you're not going to, just think, yeah, that's good, but you're still saying the same thing. It's like bumping your head into a wall and doing the same thing. So you need to, have a passion for what you do, have the faith in what you do, and God, who gives you, what you have to do, who directs you. So it's a little long-winded, but anyway, that's it. Have a passion for what you do, and love what you do. Love the people that you're doing it for. Life is good,
It is. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, Miss Brenda, we are going to make sure we get your contact information so people can connect with you and get all of this greatness that you have inside of you.
A lot. They used to tell my mother, oh, your daughter talks so much in school, but that was because I needed to be a teacher. I needed to talk. So that's what it's all about, getting that information out there. Speaking it, Don't hold it in. Your stories are about you, but they're not for you. Your testimonies are for you, but they're not about, they're about you, but they're not for you. So we have to get it out there. And as I said, spread the word, spread the knowledge, spread the love, and keep it moving, you know?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How can people stay connected to you?
Oh, they can stay connected to me on Facebook. They also can go to, what is it? Oh. Yeah. Linktree, they can see a lot of the things I'm doing on Linktree. Linktree/Brenda's Encouraging Words. So it's Linktree/Brenda's Encouraging Words. And the website, which is not that much updated now, but it's at BrendaSawyerEncourages.com or BrendaSawyer.com. So if you go to BrendaSawyer.com, it goes to the same website, basically Brenda Sawyer's Encouraging Words and BrendaSawyer.com. Yeah. You can see all the things I'm doing there. Mm-hmm.
Y'all go ahead and connect with Ms. Brenda. She is amazing. Like she said, we go way back. So y'all definitely want to go ahead and see all the things that she has told us. And there's so much she has not told us today that I know. So you all want to just get connected. And that's one of the reasons we keep this show around 15 minutes, so that you can stay connected to these incredible people. So if you want to connect with me, just know how to spell my first name correctly, and it is Stevii. You can go to workwithstevie.com, and at the end of everything I do, I literally end it the same way, and that's to tell you to make it a great day. Don't have a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you. And, yes, you, too, have the power to do so. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you. Bye, all.
Yes, ma'am.